Hello, everybody. Welcome to the Noble Way. This is the Noble News, our weekly news broadcast where we bring you all the great news around the theme park areas in Orlando. Disney, Universal, SeaWorld, Gatorland, anything that we find to be interesting that's news that you probably, anything newsworthy that you probably want to know about if you're planning a trip here in the near future, or you just like to keep up to date on what's going on at the world of Disney. So, stay tuned. We got a lot of interesting news articles, a few things that are a little dodgy, little dodgy, but a couple other interesting things. So stay tuned.
First off, Remy's Ratatouille Adventure is going to standby line only starting January 10th. I don't know how I feel about it. That means that there are no virtual queues left in Disney World right now. I don't know if they'll add any or bring some back or whatever, but right now there's none. I don't know how I feel about it.
I don't know. I don't know how to feel about it either. I honestly was not a big fan of virtual queues.
No, I wasn't either. But
I was more of a fan of like rope dropping.
Yeah.
Like being able to rope drop if you want to, but they've taken rope drop away for hotel guests. It used to be before you got in. It used to be before if you were a hotel guest, there were certain days that you could get in early or stay late, depending. So then people who didn't stay at the hotels could still rope drop.
Yeah.
On those days where hotel guests didn't get in early. But Disney, because of the reservation system and all the COVID changes and everything, they've switched it to now you get into the parks an hour early at all parks every single day. So for non-hotel guests, there's no rope drop. So virtual queue ended up kind of being like your way to rope drop if you like woke up early in the morning and hammered that button. Again, I don't love that system either, but like at least if you had a chance of getting on the ride without really having to wait a long time. But now that the changes have been made and there's no virtual queue, you're going to be waiting in line for Remy's Ratatouille Adventure for a while, I think. I don't think there's any way for you to get, like, unless you're a hotel guest, I think you can still rope drop it and you're good to go and you could probably not even have to wait at all, just walk right on the ride. But if you're not a hotel guest, you're kind of screwed. You're going to have to wait or buy the Lightning Pass. I'm assuming it's going to go into the paid Lightning Pass. The extra paid Lightning Pass, not just part of Genie Plus, but, you know, I'm assuming that'll be the case. So, I don't know. We'll see. I have a feeling we probably won't be riding Remy's Ratatouille Adventure for quite a while at this point. So
probably not.
We'll see. All right. A couple of big hits that we just wanted to re-announce is The Mummy is now closed. Revenge of the Mummy at Universal is now closed. And Expedition Everest is now formally closed.
No.
We did end up getting last rides on those two rides. I've got videos that are going to be coming soon of us getting to ride Expedition Everest for the last time before its lengthy refurb, and also Revenge of the Mummy, which I think that's going to be an exciting episode. She thinks it's going to be the lamest episode ever, but just you wait. You have to tell us if you think it's lame. I thought it was awesome. But excited about that. But the Mummy's going to be down for like 6 months or something, right? Or is that Expedition Everest? I don't know. They're both down for a while. I think it's the Mummy that's down for 6 months.
It's the Mummy.
So, you know, it's sad to see them go for now, but they are just being refurbed and they'll be back. So just an FYI, they're gone now, so don't try and go ride them. The other one that's a piece of news is Shrek. Shrek's going away. We've announced that already previously. Oh, I did want to mention that the Expedition Everest shop, gift shop, will still be open. Yep. So you can still get the merch, you just can't ride the ride. But Shrek 4D is going away forever. And that is on, I think, the 10th.
I think
so. That would be Monday. So not today. If you're watching this video, tomorrow. Yeah. It's going away. So good riddance.
And
to
the
be
souvenir
honest.
shop's going to be gone, but it does say the meet and greet Shrek and Donkey will still remain operational.
Yeah.
Which I found surprising.
So that's good because Shrek and Donkey don't show up at the DreamWorks experience.
Yeah.
They don't come to that. They actually announced that ahead of time, like, hey, don't expect to see Shrek and Donkey because they don't ever come to this. So if you want to see Shrek and Donkey, that's going to be your opportunity to see them. But I kind of say good riddance to Shrek. I actually loved the ride when it first opened, but it just got so dusty over time. And so boring and outdated, and the seats never worked. I'm just like, okay, it's time to do something else there.
Didn't it open in 2003? I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, it's been a while. I mean,
It's
it's
been
not
open.
horrible,
Yeah.
but I'm ready for it to go. So
Yeah.
let's move on. So those are the closures that I think are interesting that are coming up that you need to be aware of.
Some exciting news is the Voices of Liberty are returning to the Rotunda at the American Pavilion for the first time since March of 2020. In November of 2020, they came out to the outdoor American Garden Pavilion to perform, but this is their first time back in
the Rotunda.
2 years. Yeah.
In the Rotunda.
Yeah.
Yeah, they've been in the candlelight processional though, right? Isn't that I think the
Yeah.
people in the center of the
Yeah.
candlelight processional, that's them.
Yeah.
They're awesome. They're like
Yeah.
their own group. If you don't know anything about Voices of Liberty, they have their own CDs. They're like a group. They're like a professional group. That's their job. That's what they do. It's not just like a few random like park performers. They're really cool. So you should check them out.
And they are hiring. They're auditioning right now.
Auditioning.
Auditions opened, I think, last Tuesday.
Yeah.
So yeah, if you're interested.
Another bit of news, if you're looking for auditions, they are auditioning for at Disney for a few different performers, which is leading people, it's for like performers and princesses, which is leading people to speculate that the return of the Festival of Fantasy Parade might be coming soon.
Yep.
So it's not been announced exactly when. They said early 2022, but they haven't actually given us a date yet. But the fact that they're auditioning some people makes us think that's probably going to be soon. So they are auditioning for Anna, Elsa, and Belle. So if you feel like you could play those roles, that's the place to go. But they're also looking for characters under 5 feet tall. I don't know for what. Maybe Mickey and Minnie. I think Mickey and Minnie seem like they tend to be kind of smaller, but under 5 feet tall performers as well. So take a look at that.
Magic Kingdom and Animal Kingdom are both getting extended hours mid-January. Magic Kingdom on January 16th and the 22nd hours are extended from 9 a.m. to 10 p.m. Previously, they were 9 a.m. to 8 p.m. Also, on the 17th and the 21st, the hours are extended from 9 a.m. to only 9 p.m., not 10, and they were 9 a.m. to 8. So, Animal Kingdom on January 16th, 17th, and the 22nd are 8 a.m. to 8 p.m. They were 9 a.m. to 7, so that's 2 additional hours.
Yeah, it seems like they're adding additional hours at night on a lot of these days.
Yeah,
2 hours to 1 to 2 hours.
I don't really know the rationale or reason why.
Maybe it's based on how many
ticket
ticket prices, like how many tickets they've sold, the capacity that they're expecting. Usually, I think, if I'm correct in the sort of like content calendars of like how busy Disney is, those are usually like the least busy days. Like the 20th, the 23rd or something of January. Those are like the least busy days of like almost the whole year. So it's interesting to me that they're adding hours as though they're going to be more crowded.
Yeah, I'm glad they are.
That's weird.
Hours,
so maybe the so if you're looking at that calendar thinking this is a good time to go, maybe it's not, because they're adding extra hours. I mean, it's always good to go, and I feel like it's better to go when there's longer hours, but it might be a little bit higher crowds. So. We'll see. Another piece of good news is Disney is now offering or extending the discount water park tickets to annual pass holders. So not just the annual pass holder, it looks like, gets a discount on the ticket, but it says up to 3 guests. So if you have an annual pass and you have 3 guests that don't have an annual pass, it looks like you can get a discount on a water park ticket. We actually have an annual pass, but we got the water park edition, whatever it was called, Water Park Plus, Water Park and More. They change the name of it every year, but like, so we don't need that because we're like, we don't buy water park tickets because it's included in what we bought. But if you haven't and you have an annual pass that doesn't have the water park tickets included, you can get a little bit of a discount, which is great. But the most interesting thing that I saw was you can get it for your friends who maybe don't have an annual pass. So check it out. All the details online, DisneyWorld.com. Just check it out. We're not going to read them all off here and bore you to tears. But if you're interested in that, it should be available there.
Florida residents and annual pass holders can get 20% off their rooms spring and late summer. Annual pass holders get 20% off their rooms, select rooms at select resorts, spring through early summer. And Florida residents get 20% off their rooms at select hotels only January 2nd through March 10th. So Florida resident, January 2nd through March 10th. So already now you can start getting that. And annual pass holders, it didn't say dates, but it said spring through early summer.
So a lot of deals going on right now. They've also got, which you've probably heard in the news already, the $500 off a select 5-day stays at specific resorts. And just some of the resorts are the Animal Kingdom Lodge, the Riviera Resort, Saratoga Springs. So it looks like it's more of the deluxe hotels. But it is still going on. And the dates for that are between March 6th and July 7th. That's my birthday, July 7th. But that's like peak season. Like not March, but like when you start to get into July, I mean, that's like peak summer season. So the fact that they're giving any discounts at all during that is pretty crazy. But it is deluxe resorts only. So anyone who's interested in value or moderate resorts doesn't really help you much. Check out the annual pass discounts. But for everybody else, and it is such a popular deal right now that it's like basically crashed Disney's websites and their app, and like people can't get through, and they've been on the phone for hours. That was all on January 5th when it really first happened. Or a few days after that now, so maybe it's not as bad anymore. But if you're interested, this is the time. $500 off for those deluxe resorts. That's a pretty good deal for a 5-day stay. So 5-night stay. All right, and a piece of controversial news. This is the kind of dodgy one that I don't even know if I don't want to talk about. But apparently, if you're doing the Savi's, I don't even know if it's a Savvies or Savi's. I'm just going to say Savi's. Lightsaber workshop, the custom lightsabers in Galaxy's Edge, where you go in, you get a reservation, you walk through the whole experience, and you create a custom lightsaber. It used to come with a complimentary, a nice complimentary sleeve when you left to sort of protect your lightsaber. It was part of the experience, and you got it. Well, apparently Disney says they're having supply issues. Are they having supply issues, or do they just want to? Could it just be they want more money? I don't know. I think people are speculating. There's a lot of outrage about it because now instead of getting that sleeve, you get like a chintzy clear plastic bag that's really not going to protect anything.
And only if you ask for it.
And only if you ask for one, yeah.
Otherwise, they just don't say anything.
And so what they're directing people to do when they're like, "What's with this dusty clear plastic sleeve?" They're like, "Well, if you really want like a sleeve to put it in," they're basically telling you go next door to Don Ondar's Den to buy one of these like nicer sleeves for like $50. I don't think it's the same sleeve that they were giving out as complimentary. It's like a nicer,
yeah, I think they're nicer,
like with like a logo and stuff on it, but still like $50. Like that's like you either get a clear dusty sleeve or go and pay $50 because they don't have any other options. I'm like, that kind of blows. And they're not giving any discounts. Like they're not like, oh, well, it's cheaper because you're not getting the sleeve, because they're kind of just like, well, the sleeve was complimentary and it's not included in the price or whatever. I'm like, it was included in the price. So Disney, I don't know what you're doing to me. You're killing me right now, Smalls. But it's not that big of a deal, but it just kind of stinks. So if you're thinking about doing the lightsaber experience, just know that ahead of time that you're not going to get a sleeve at the end unless you go and buy another $50 one. Now, they may return when supply chain issues free up, if that's really what's happening. Who knows? Hopefully they come back. But I would, to me, if I was Disney, so if you're watching and you want advice, if I were them, I would just give a voucher. Right? If it's really supply chain issue for people who ask for a sleeve, I would give them a voucher, right? And then even if it's they have to come pick it up, or we could even maybe ship it to you, it doesn't cost you really much anything extra. So I feel like if it was supply chain issues, they'd just be giving vouchers out. Since they're not giving vouchers out, I don't know. It's kind of weird. I don't know, but whatever. I don't have all the information, so I can't say that they're doing the wrong thing. It just doesn't feel good to be told, sorry, this isn't part of the experience. Because everybody else who got it before got that for free. So that kind of stinks. So just to let you know, that's pizza news. It's a little bit of controversy. I'm sure they have their reasons. We love you, Disney, but it kind of stinks. So anyhow, moving on.
I'm so excited that Epcot International Festival of the Arts starts on January 14th. I wish it started today.
Yeah.
I want to go today. But they announced their menu this week. I did see a few things. There's a deconstructed French onion soup and a tomato can Bloody Mary.
I don't know what that means. I don't know if it's they chopped off a tomato can lid and put a Bloody Mary in it,
Yeah.
or if it's like,
Yeah.
actually I have nothing else.
Because
that
I
it
didn't
might be
see a
like.
picture
I got
of
nothing.
it. Some of the stuff had pictures. I didn't see a picture for that. I just thought it was interesting.
But I'm excited about this Festival of the Arts. We've never been.
No.
It is very artsy. Like the food, if you look at the images of the food, it's very artistic. I'll flash a few of them up on the screen, but like I'm excited because like the food looks, it's very artistic. I just said that, but basically I don't know how else to describe it. It's artsy. I don't know if it'll be good. It may look good, but not taste good. But that deconstructed French onion soup, I love French onion soup. I don't know if I'll love a deconstructed French onion soup, but it sounds cool and interesting. I also saw Bloody Mary, so I'm a big fan of Bloody Marys. I don't know. We'll see.
And at the same place that sells the Bloody Mary, there's two different kinds of grilled cheese. One has a bunch of stuff in it. I forget what it is. But one's just regular, but it comes with tomato soup. I won't be eating the tomato soup, but I will be eating grilled cheese.
I will. I'll eat all
So
the soup.
I'm sure that's one thing that we will definitely get. Probably
You can have
on our
more of the
first
grilled
time.
cheese. I'll take more of the soup. Yeah. So I'm excited. We went to Epcot a couple of days ago without the festival being there, and we were like, I mean, there's lots to do there, and we enjoyed it, but I missed the festival.
Yeah.
Because it's just so many more options. And I think in our video, what we kind of found, and you'll see the video, we haven't posted it yet, but what we kind of found was like, because the festival's going on, there's so many different places to go. Even though the lines look long, like they aren't really that long and they actually move quick. So like finding food when the festival wasn't going on in the World Showcase when it was busy was kind of tough. Like you had to wait in like really long lines to get food. So that's one of the benefits of the festival.
One other thing I am looking forward to, and they have an alcoholic and non-alcoholic version, is there's a chocolate flights drinks, obviously flight. The one is it's just chocolate, I guess, just chocolate drinks. I don't know, they're just non-alcoholic. And the other one is creamy liqueurs paired with chocolate sips, it says. So I'm excited about those.
So it's not chocolate beer, right?
No, it didn't say beer. I don't think it's
okay.
No, I don't think it is. It said liqueur. It said
no-go
creamy
for me.
liqueur. So
Okay. Yeah, that sounds interesting.
Yeah.
So Festival of the Arts, January 14th, starts in a few days, so we'll be excited. We'll be hitting that up pretty hard, I think. But yeah, exciting. Lots of good news. So that was the last news item that we had for you today, so thanks for joining us. There's a lot of cool things happening at all times here, and we'll keep reporting on them every week. Until tomorrow, the Noble Way.
Is the easy way.
Bye, everybody.